Babası tarafından bacağından vuruldu. Anne ve babası silahın tutukluk yapmasıyla canını zor kurtardı.
Sonra boğazını sıktı. Yetmedi, çığlık atmasın diye ağzını
Tehdit,
kapattı.
şiddet, hakaret. Ne ararsanız var.
Tartışma çığırından çıktı. Kadına işkence yaptı.
Tartıştı, çelme taktı, yere düşen kadını acımadan
Tekme
tekmeledi.
attı, üzerine çullandı. Boş bir alana çektiği araçta genç kızı dakikalarca darp etti. Güpegündüz bu
Yumrukladı,
şiddete...
saçını çekti. Olmadık işkenceler yaptı.
Eski kocasının satırla ağır yaraladığı kadın ölüme 44 gün direnebildi.
How can peace between husband and wife and family harmony be achieved? The family has become a significant problem in these times. If a person is unhappy in their own home, it is impossible for them to be successful in their work life. If someone is uneasy in their family, it is also impossible for them to be successful in community activities. If someone is uneasy in their family, it is also impossible for them to possess piety, advance in spiritual ranks, or rise spiritually. If someone is uneasy in their family, it is also impossible for their mental health to be sound. In other words, family peace is such a thing that it is a primary factor affecting a person's success and failure. You know, our Prophet said, there is a piece of flesh in the body. When it is healthy, the whole body is healthy. And when it is corrupted, the whole body is corrupted. Pay attention, it is the heart. Just as the heart is the ruler of the body, and when the heart is healthy, the body is healthy. Similarly, the family is the core of society, and the heart of a person's life and private life. If there is family peace, a person begins to succeed in every area. It is said that behind every successful man, there is a good woman. Europeans also used to say that behind every crime, there is a woman. They would say, question the woman. In other words, if a man is unhappy at home, it's easier for him to commit murder. If a man is unhappy, it's easier for him to become addicted to drugs. It's easier for him to turn to alcohol. If a man is unhappy, all forms of wrongdoing become easier. By saying question the woman, what Europeans probably meant was this: if there's a crime or wrongdoing, they'd say question the woman. What they likely intended wasn't that the woman is guilty, but rather that there's some unrest in the home. Who's to blame is a secondary issue. What's important is that there must have been some discord at home that drove this man to commit those acts. Had he enjoyed a peaceful household, he wouldn't have carried out these crimes. Therefore, securing family harmony is a fundamental prerequisite, both for success in worldly matters and for advancement in the hereafter. A person who is constantly unsettled, who argues with his wife every day, finds no joy in prayer, no joy in reading books, no joy in reading the Quran. Even if he fasts, he won't find satisfaction in it either. But someone who has happiness and peace at home finds joy in everything they do. This may, in fact, be an important hidden reason behind some people's failure in their professional lives and in their service-oriented efforts. He can't tell anyone, but in reality, his failure in work life might actually stem from his failure in family life. His failure within the community Jamaat may also stem from that. Or perhaps his low spiritual state, his inability to attain piety, is also because of that. First, we need to highlight the importance of the issue. It's a cause that affects many things. This must be well understood before anything else. One important reason is the woman not fulfilling her responsibilities toward her husband, and the man's failure to fulfill his responsibilities toward his wife. Both are important reasons. If both had fulfilled the duties Islam has assigned to each toward the other, things wouldn't have turned out this way. And divorces would have decreased, fights would have decreased, as well as unrest and failures. Why has Islam aimed to create a happy family? Because Allah wants to elevate human beings, wants to mature, nurture, and perfect human beings. That's why family peace is necessary, for one to rise, both materially and spiritually. That's why Allah, the Almighty, wanted us to form families. He recommended marriage, not singleness. He commanded social life, not asceticism. He forbade asceticism. And he wanted humans to elevate themselves in this way. A person's development of abilities also depends on working in a peaceful environment. A person's attainment of piety also depends on their inner peace. Being able to exhibit certain spiritual states and elevate one's spirituality also depends on this. This is what Allah desires, that a person spiritually elevates.